as we get set for 5 possible rounds at 205 pounds. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Dave & Buster's. Jan Blachowicz is the underdog in the red, plus 180. Corey Anderson minus 220 as the favorite in the blue.
One thing Corey Anderson does now is he's constantly bobbing and moving. Look at that. It keeps his opponents confused. They don't know what he's going to do, right? They don't know if he's going to wrestle, don't know if he's going to strike. He's really good at moving his feet and not being a stationary target.
Similar time off for each of these fighters since their last appearance. UFC 244 at Madison Square Garden last November when Corey Anderson knocked out Johnny Walker to the tune of a performance of the night bonus in the first round. And just 2 weeks after that was when Jan Blachowicz went 25 minutes with Jacare Souza down in Sao Paulo.
Jan is a little more flat-footed, whereas Corey is bouncing and shaking, moving his shoulders, popping. Look at him getting the reactions out of Jan. When he feints, you see Jan want to counter, but he's not going. See that? Jan reaches because he's expecting the strikes to come, and Corey's not throwing it.
And Blachowicz told us earlier this week he was a little hesitant against Jacare Souza because if he was just an inch reckless and found himself on the ground, he didn't want to go to the ground with the jiu-jitsu wizard like Jacare. But he said the threat for submissions is not really there from Anderson, so he expects to turn up the aggression here tonight.
And even in the first fight, right, whereas he got dominated, he said he almost got an armbar off. Maybe he'll land it this time if Corey takes him down.
Charging forward is Blachowicz there, and then he finds a home for a jab. 2 minutes in. Fatigue perhaps a factor if this goes to the later rounds.
Oh,
as we
big left hook by Jan.
100 feet above sea level here in Rio Rancho.
Jan just landed a good left hook there.
And in that first matchup, Corey Anderson was 4 for 4 on takedowns in that fight. Blachowicz saying he vastly has improved his takedown defense.
Well, you've seen Corey change levels twice already, and Jan's been able to defend him.
And since that first matchup, Jan Blachowicz stuffing takedowns at a more than 70% clip.
Jan Blachowicz, when he lands, he can shut your lights out. You saw him do it against Rockhold, and now he lands and they go to sleep. No follow-up punches necessary. He shuts these guys' lights out. It's crazy.
Jan Blachowicz sends a message. And he does it with John Jones sitting in the front row. Now time for Impact Performer. Brought to you by the U.S. Army. Another look.
Right as Anderson starts to engage, boom! That big right hand over the top hurts him bad. I mean, the fight was already over. He landed the extra shot, but he did. He just sat down into his punch. He had Corey pursuing him, set a trap, landed the right hand, shut the lights out. And just as he said, man, it was going to take something big in order to make a statement, and he did.
Yeah, that's about the reaction that everyone had watching that. Because Anderson was the aggressor. A return to his old coach was the recipe for success for Jan Blachowicz, according to him. Proven right tonight as he exacts revenge on Anderson. And he has now won 3 in a row. We make it official and hear from Jan Blachowicz after this. Well, the crowd is not chanting for the light heavyweight contender that just won by knockout. They're chanting for Jon Jones, Albuquerque resident. All right, now time to make the main event result official with Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time. 3 minutes, 8 seconds. Round number 1. We have your winner by way of knockout,